Today we're going to talk a lot of off-season news. We're going to discuss a lot of different things, including Trevor's weird bandana. Hello and welcome back to the Beerly Football Podcast. It's about football but beerly. I am your host, Zachary Smith. Joined with me as always are my two very good friends, Trevor Scott, Kerry Dempsey. How we doing tonight, boys?
Good, man. Feel like we just got back from some hibernation. We're doing some bi-weekly episodes now. So, didn't have a show last week, so it was I slept the whole week. But I'm happy to be back. I'm good. I'm coming off of this sinus infection. I got a cold beer. I'm ready to go, man.
I heard that's really good for sinus infections.
Great.
I'm solid. I'm just hanging out with Kenny and Chester. We're eating some tacos and having a good time, man.
Nice. Who's Kenny and Chester, though?
I don't know. But I'm sure we're having a great time, whatever we're doing.
Okay.
Whoever that guy is. You know,
Trevor, what's up with the bandana?
You know, I used to wear bandanas like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I wore them on the Beerly Hoops podcast for a while, too. And I just saw it in my drawer, and it just brought back some nostalgic feelings. So I put it on. I think my head has gotten a little bigger because you see the knot right here. It's just about to just bust open. But that just means I've gotten that much smarter. It's probably since the football season passed. You know, if you kept up with us this past season, you know, all of my smart takes, how big my brain must be. So keep listening. Maybe by the end of the off season, this thing won't even fit me anymore. But
I don't think that's how people know you.
What are you guys drinking, man?
Do you think you get stupider as you get older, Trevor? Because I feel like that
when you smoke as much weed as Trevor does, yes.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel smarter every day. So I really do, man. I really do.
Do you? Can you remember what you did? Can you remember what you did 2 days ago?
I can.
What'd you do 2 days ago?
All right, 2 days ago. So today's Tuesday. That was Sunday. I went to a baseball game, man. Shout out to Beerly Baseball.
I'm proud you actually know what day it is, so that's improvement. So good job.
I'm very proud of you.
What are you guys drinking tonight, man?
I
have a great sounding beer. I'm going to skip Zach because I don't like that guy right now.
Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
Why did he say fuck me for?
I don't know, but I don't like you right now. I have a Concord Craft Brewing Company Squirrel Fights. It is a picture of two squirrels fighting. It is a nut brown ale, and it is very mediocre. But I really like the can. Squirrels Fighting, nut brown ale, straight out of New Hampshire. But mediocre quality.
Do you have a case of that, or just one?
No, just one, sadly.
Does it taste like nut?
It tastes like a lot of nut. I mean, Trevor, you're a nut expert. So I wish
I'm a nutty guy. I'm a nutty guy.
I feel like you definitely know if this is a good nut or not, you know?
Hey, maybe I'll have to come over and try some.
Trevor, what do you have?
I'm actually having a pina colada is on the way as we speak. But before we get there, I got a Shiner Bock brewed in Shiner, Texas. I think you guys have had this before, right?
I have had one. It's in my hall of beers.
I haven't had one in a while. But a cold beer in a bottle, man, on a Tuesday night, what more could you ask for?
Dilly.
A cold beer in a bottle on a Wednesday night?
Nah, Wednesdays don't hit the same, bro. Tuesday night is just...
I don't know.
I'm having a homemade brew. This is a cranberry apple cider. Homemade and bottled.
You said it's homemade?
Yeah.
Oh, so that one really tastes like nut. Oh.
Was it actually made at home?
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Man. If you can make your own ciders, you'll be a happy soul. Ciders are good, man. It's a timeless drink, no matter how old you are. Because I'm getting up there, man.
And then I might have some more of this, which was featured heavily on our on our celebration year-end stream And we're in an off-season mode now, guys. It's off-season time. You know,
Time
no
to
no
break
more
that
games
back.
to watch. No more things to, criticize over the past week. But we're gonna
Did
keep
Justin
trying.
Justin Herbert have a good week this week, Trevor?
He actually didn't because I think Derek Carr was very comparable with him in Las Vegas with the Raiders.
Oh, God.
But I think Derek Carr in New Orleans has just taken that leap and left Justin Herbert down in the dust. But a bad week for Justin Herbert. But I think this week, he'll be all right. He's kind of growing on me. So
Speaking of Justin Herbert and the Chargers, did you guys hear that they might be shopping Keenan Allen?
I heard that they might cut Khalil Mack, but I didn't hear the Keenan Allen thing.
I heard that they were. I heard the Mac thing too, but they are. I believe they're shopping Keenan Allen. They're opening up trade offers for him.
Allen's washed, man. He's done.
I don't think so.
I think it's good to get him out of there.
Do you think he's still top 15 wide receiver right now?
No.
This is
Top 20?
Closer, but I don't know.
It kind of depends, and we haven't seen him healthy in a while. Because I remember there was this. It was on a TikTok, but it was a lot of these defensive backs that are currently playing. They got high praise for Keenan Allen. I mean, everybody knows he's, when he's healthy, he's one of the best route runners in the NFL, probably top 5. And that's like, I don't know, everybody loves that. That's like the biggest thing when it comes to wide receivers for other players for some reason. But
he's the best wide receiver on his own team anymore.
I don't know, man. Y'all hated on Mike Williams, but Mike Williams is solid.
When he can stay healthy, he is. We can't trust him to be out there.
So,
when he was out there.
So, I have a couple of topics I want to talk about today, and we're going to discuss these at length. So, first off,
I did not steal that TV.
Okay.
I'll put that out there.
Not what I was talking about, Kerry, but okay. This
all
kind
right.
of broke Twitter today. Daniel Jones signing a 4-year, $160 million deal with the New York Giants, a long-term deal. Played good this year, but I know Trevor has some words on this. What do you think about this contract signing, Trevor?
I think this is one part of it that I just thought of right away. That because I think wasn't he asking for around like $45 million a year, something like that.
Yeah.
I kind of think seeing that he actually got $40 million a year. I know contracts are getting bigger, everything, but I feel like the $45 million was a bluff. That he was cool with 38, 37 and a half, $40 million, and he got that $40 million and he signed it as quick as he could. But with that being said, the only quarterbacks worth $40 million in my eyes. Mr. Mahomes, Mr. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, depending on the situation, and my boy Dak Prescott.
That's a wild take with Dak Prescott.
Those are the only quarterbacks I'd pay $40 million. It's just me running my offense.
So not Jalen Hurts?
He just said Jalen Hurts. Yeah. Why don't you listen next time before you fucking open your mouth, you stupid piece of garbage. I'm sorry. I promise I wouldn't curse anymore.
When someone says a Dak Prescott is worth $40 million, this kind of blows someone's mind and like takes away from your listening skills.
That's true. That's a really dumb take from Trevor. I agree. I'm 100% on board with you, Kerry.
Quarterbacks can go to Dallas and do what Dak does. Come on, man.
Okay, first of all, that's not a discussion point. Daniel Jones just got $40. I mean, $40 million.
$40, bro?
Technically, he did get $40.
Just what?
He also got some more than that, but he did technically get $40.
A little bit more. Just a little bit
more.
I
mean, if Daniel Jones could get $40 million, Dak could get $40 million. They're not that different.
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones had a better season than Dak, though.
And I think Dak has a lot more freedom. Just the money he's made. Jerry Jones, he's been the face of the team for 7 years now. And Daniel Jones, people have been kind of looking for a reason to write him off. But I think they're very similar. And if Daniel Jones can get $40 million, if Dak Prescott can play good for 1 year or 2 years, he should be able to get the same amount of money. But it's also me. That's who I would pay. I would pay Dak Prescott before I paid Daniel Jones.
Who had more passing touchdowns last season? Russell Wilson or Daniel Jones?
I know this, and it's Russell Wilson.
What did he have, like 23?
Jones had 15 passing touchdowns, 7 rushing.
Okay.
Russ had 16 passing. I think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. I don't think he's worth $40 million.
Yeah.
You're going to have to give up other parts of that offense.
Well, they franchise
Who knows if they'll
tagged
be able-
Barkley because they had to sign Dano that big deal.
I feel like they're just, all the praise in the world to Saquon Barkley, big fan of his, but like that they just had to franchise tag him because what if he gets hurt, bro? Like
True.
you don't want to sign that guy, lock that guy back in, and just watch him get hurt. So like have a free little $10.1 million deal.
And I was watching. I was on TikTok today. Shout out to Barely Sports on TikTok. I was watching TikTok today, and I saw an interesting stat dealing with running backs in the Super Bowl and how much they get paid. And it was like the top paid running back or the top paid rusher in any given Super Bowl of the past like 8 or 9 years made no more than $2 million.
Yeah, I knew it was something crazy low like that. Especially like Pacheco, he was a huge part of their playoff run and Super Bowl. And I don't even think he's making $1 million, but
Yeah, it's
that goes to Kerry's point.
$870,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't pay the running back.
So I'm.
I think Saquon's a good franchise tag because, like, coming off, he had a really good season, but kind of fizzled out as the year went on.
Mhm.
And then this is really year to show whether he's worth a long contract or not.
Yeah.
I don't think he is, but Giants get some wide receivers.
Yeah, they definitely.
not
Exactly.
really
It's
some
not
wide
like they're going to air it out.
Honestly, if I was the New York Giants,
throw as much as you can at DeAndre Hopkins.
Nah, OBJ.
DeAndre is better than
OBJ.
OBJ.
I know, but OBJ I feel like he'd come before Hopkins.
I would
feel
say
like he
OBJ
would
is
stay away more than Hop
realistic.
would.
He was interesting going back there last year.
Yeah, and he loves the big spotlight, the big city, his little fine-ass face.
Excuse me, sir?
Excuse me.
I mean, it's OBJ, bro. It's like death taxes and OBJ is sexy. Like, that's not a weird thing to say. Everybody knows
It's
OBJ
weird to
is
say.
sexy.
I think that's kind of a weird thing to say.
Okay, I said it, but we all thought it. So,
No one really thought that, man.
But
Just you.
okay.
So
Just
what
you
do
thought
you
that.
grade? What do you guys grade that signing from the Giants?
I'm gonna give a solid C. I kind of want to see. I don't know if when the guaranteed amount comes out, but it's fine. Don't hate it. Don't love it. They needed to get him back, but I think they overpaid for him.
What about inflation?
What about inflation?
Like,
Do you
the
know-
guys, like,
Do you even know?
everybody's getting paid a lot of
Do you
money.
even
now.
know what inflation means? Is the question?
Yeah, it's like when,
No. What does it mean?
it's like when you blow up a balloon. You remember the beer pong pool things I blew up?
Can you
I
explain?
inflated those.
So that's
So it's
your
like blowing
Okay.
Daniel's. I don't know. It's not important.
Trevor saw
That's
the
your
word
explanation.
inflation today, and he was like, "What does that mean?"
No,
Let me ask the guys on Beerly in a way that's not going to make me sound
let
like
me
an
just
idiot.
subtly bring this up.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys think about inflation? But no, but like I feel like we're gonna see more mid quarterbacks just keep getting a lot more and more money. It's the same thing in
Yeah.
the NBA.
If Daniel Jones is getting $40 million, wait till
Exactly.
the Burrow, Herbert, Hurts, Tua class. They're gonna get $60 million.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, bro. You know why that is? Inflation. But
Okay.
Oh,
Well-
you scare me, man.
Trevor, what are you going to grade it?
if I were in the Giants' shoes, I don't know, man. Like, Daniel Jones is not your franchise's savior. Like, I get it. He had his best year. Like, he looks like he could be a serviceable starter. He looks like he could maybe sneak into that top 10. But $40 million when, like, there's not a lot much else on that offense past next year,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Like, how far you think? Because Daniel Jones, like, you paid him $40 million. You expect him to, like, get you somewhere and, like, be
Yeah.
able to put the team on his back sometimes. It's just Daniel Jones, bro. I'll grade it a 69.9.
So
It's
a
still
D
a D, but
plus.
it's almost a C. Yeah.
So I'm close. I'm right in between you guys. I got a C minus, like a 70, a 71, something like that. I don't think Daniel Jones is worth $40 million a year. I was thinking like, and for Daniel Jones' sake, honestly, because he needs help, a lot of it on that offense. If I was Daniel Jones, $30 million is like max what I would take, just so I could free up cap room to help the rest of the team out. Because honestly,
You're a team player, Zach.
I'm a team guy, and listen, Giants don't have wide receivers. As someone that has them in a Madden league right now, they don't have wide receivers. I had to use free agency to pick up wide
If you're making
receivers.
$40 million to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, who cares? Who cares if you win? $40 million a year as a starting quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, Zach, let me ask you this. Would you rather have $20 million or Jacoby Myers for 2 years?
$20 million
That's true.
or Jacoby Myers for 2 years? What do you mean?
I mean, Jacoby Myers is probably the biggest free agent wide receiver in this class. Which
Respect
is
OBJ, bro.
DeAndre Hopkins too? What the heck?
Hopkins, he's not a free agent though.
Did he get tagged?
Of the free agent class, Jacoby Myers, Juju, and OBJ are like the headliners.
Hmm.
I'd rather have $20 million. I don't care about it. We could just draft somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Draft somebody.
I'd rather have
OBJ
$20 million
back
and then use that as, you know, because it's not like their only weakness is wide receiver.
If only
But
you
it
had
needs a lot of help, bro.
Yeah.
If only you had a first round pick with a ton of talent, like a guy like Kadarius Toney. I don't know if the Giants could ever got to him, but that would have seemed like a good guy to have in your receiver core.
He really trolled them when he went to KC. Yeah.
I saw something today. It says Chiefs believe he can be the wide receiver one next season.
That's interesting.
Well,
he's like they don't need like a standard prototypical Devontae Adams wide receiver one. They just need a guy that can get to space because Pat's going to hit you, bro.
Yeah.
Hardman's probably gone. He could be in Hardman 2.0 if he stays healthy.
I think he could be, definitely 2.0. He could be way better than Hardman.
Yeah.
He's just different in space.
Hardman's going to get a lot of money, too. That's how bad this wide receiver class is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's crazy, bro. You can't name one thing McCole Hardman has done.
True. What about the other QB big re-signing this week? Geno Smith, 3 years, 105. How do we grade that
105. One? See, that's the kind of numbers I was looking for Daniel Jones. 3 years, 105. I think Geno. I think he's got a legit shot to be a good quarterback in the league. And I think the Seahawks, after last year, if they can continue to improve in the way that they did this past season, I think that they could have a legitimate shot at winning that division. I know the Niners are still there, but I mean, Seahawks are a good football team. They have holes, yes, obviously, but I mean, they made the playoffs when everyone was expecting them to go like 4-13. So I think the Seahawks team could be dangerous. I think keeping Geno around as a vet is a good idea. I think maybe not this year, but next year, draft a quarterback, study under Geno, and look to move on from Geno after his contract runs out.
Not Drew Lock. Is he a free agent?
I don't know.
I might be a little pessimist here. A little pessimistic. That's another word I learned today that I wanted to bring up on the show. Pessimistic. But
what does that mean?
Dude, what is the point, bro? Like Geno Smith, that's like $35 million a year, right?
Yeah.
Bro, Geno Smith, I think this is a case of a blind squirrel finding a nut. Geno Smith is a blind squirrel, and he had a good year. But, dude, Geno Smith, I'll tell you what. And this isn't no hot take because nobody really cares about Geno Smith or the Seattle Seahawks at the end of the day. But Geno Smith is not going to have a better year than the year we just saw. No way, bro. 3 years, $105 million. should have just drafted AR and just
Very incentive based. They can easily still draft AR. They probably
no, but
might.
now you got $65-70 million tied up. And the AR might be ready to play, but you got $70 million in Geno Smith, who's going to go out there and complete 16 passes for 215 yards every week. Come on, it's like that's kind of why I'm not in the head of the front office here in Seattle.
No, it's more you not understanding how contracts work is the main thing. That they can easily get out. Because, like, the Geno contract, they can easily get out if he has one big first year, mostly guaranteed, and then after that, they can get out of it. Like, most of these contracts.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the NFL is you can just cut these motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, that's the NFL.
The NBA, you got to cut them. You got to send them flowers. You got to take care of their kids and pay them the contract. But the NFL, you could just fuck their whole day up.
I don't
like it, really. But yeah, Geno's another thing, bro. That's another.
I don't think Geno will finish the 3 years as the Seahawks starter by
Me neither.
I think he'll last maybe 2 years. And I think they'll draft somebody that will take over.
I hope they draft somebody in the first round.
Well, that's what I'm expecting them to do
9, 7
next year.
I think they'll take A-Rich this year and then have him.
Oh my god! Speaking of Anthony Richardson, that was my second topic I wanted to talk about today. Let's talk about Anthony Richardson. Had a great combine, great 40 time, great vertical, great broad jump.
Best ever
For a quarterback, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys buying the hype on Anthony Richardson? I'll start with Trevor.
Oh, I wonder if the UF fan is going to buy the hype on the UF.
Okay. No. Because Zach's not asking me if I'm buying the product. Because if I'm buying the product, the answer is no. But if I'm buying the hype, absolutely. Because I think, everybody knows the potential's there. But, when you really think about potential, what's going to make this guy be great? What's going to make him, be what everybody wants to see him be? Not everybody, but Twitter.com. Just go search Anthony Richardson. There's plenty of people there riding his meat. And, all of them are my accounts. But
no, because I've been fighting with people on Twitter all week about it. But
he went to a very good high school in Gainesville, Florida. And honestly, I think that's the last time he's been very properly coached. Because, University of Florida, he was committed there, and he was going there for Dan Mullen, which you could say whatever you want to say about Dan Mullen and his mentality and wanting to win and all that. But Dan Mullen can make a quarterback look good. He got Nick Fitzgerald drafted. He got Nick Fitzgerald in the NFL. But anyways, I think that would have been the big thing for Anthony Richardson. I think the Gators would have absolutely still sucked with Anthony Richardson because if Mullen was still there because he didn't address other issues. But that's a whole other rabbit hole. But I think another Gator that just came out last year, 2 years ago, was Marco Wilson, who was just, man, that guy sucked. He couldn't cover the broad side of a barn. I don't even know what that means, but my redneck roommate says it all the time. But just horrible in coverage, but just he's a great athlete. He had a 40-something inch vert. He ran a 4.3. He bench pressed 24 times, and he was coached this year. He was put in a good system in Arizona where he was able to get enough playing time, and he did very well. He picked off Brady twice. He looks like a completely different player. So I think if Anthony Richardson can get coached well, I buy the hype and I would draft him top 10. But the product, nah. The product, we just haven't seen him get coached well, but I think, you put him in the right situation, and where better than Pete Carroll, dude?
Okay, Kerry?
Get this man in Seattle.
Every year in the draft, there's a quarterback that people fall in love with. And every mock draft brings him up higher and higher and higher and higher, and then eventually falls lower. Kind of like Malik Willis last year got really hyped up before the draft, and he ended up going in, the third round?
Yeah.
Every year, they fall in love with a quarterback, and he has potential to be Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. He also has potential to be a horrible quarterback. He is a lot like Trey Lance, I'd say. You don't really know how he's going to be. He obviously could be great, but you don't know. And I think he's worth taking a risk on in the later first round, but I'm not taking him in the top 10. I think Seattle's the best fit for him to sit behind Geno for a year. There's no way he should be starting the game this season. He has to sit at least a year or two. I think if you put him behind Gino for 2 years, and Pete Carroll work with him and prove that team around them in that young core, or even the end of his second season, I think he could be a good quarterback. But
So are you buying the hype?
I don't know what to think. I don't think he'll be a complete bust, but I'm very wary to see him as like a star in the NFL.
All right.
We'll see.
Well, I guess it's time to give my take.
It's the biggest question mark there is in this draft.
Listen, no disrespect to Anthony Richardson, but
hey, Anthony, he's gonna disrespect you.
But a guy that has never hit 60% completion percentage in any of his 3 years at Florida, I just don't believe can be a top-tier NFL quarterback. I mean, we saw Lamar do it at Louisville, and that's probably the closest comparison I would give to him, considering how freakishly athletic they both are. But when I look at Anthony Richardson, I see a guy who's a freak athlete, obviously. He broke so many records at the combine for quarterbacks. Without a doubt, a freak athlete. However, I also see a guy who really struggles with accuracy on a consistent basis. And that's short throws, that's deep throws. Although I would argue that he's actually a better deep thrower than he is a short thrower, which is odd.
He's got a big arm.
Yeah. But it's odd to see someone miss a 5-yard out and then nail a 50-yard fade. You know, I mean, like, it's just weird. Like, how do you have touch on a 50-yard fade and can't hit the broadside of a barn on a 5-yard curl? Like, it's just weird.
We got coaching.
It's weird. So with that being said, I think that Anthony Richardson, and I saw someone say this earlier, and I agree with it. Anthony Richardson is the type of player that is going to get picked early, and some general manager is going to lose their job over Anthony Richardson because they buy into the hype. Now,
So you're not buying the hype. You're obviously
no,
not buying the
absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can't
Zach's
miss
also
5-yard
a Miami fan.
passes. He's got
Zach's
a
also a Miami
cannon.
fan.
He's a freak athlete. But, I mean, Trevor, you said that he would need coaching, but he's going to need a lot of coaching. His
I don't think
footwork's
so. I
okay.
think his arm's fine.
His arm's humongous, but it's kind of like Matty Mock at... It's like Matty Mock.
Dude, I haven't heard that name, like, in so long.
Guy had a cannon attached to his shoulder. But he was not consistent at all at throwing accurate passes. So, go ahead. Go ahead, Trevor.
I was going to say, I believe that the coaching is what's missing. And, like, it's not just coaching with accuracy. Like, I think he really needs to understand. That's why the thing with Mullen wasn't no quarterback whisperer, nothing like that. Mullen was with the quarterbacks all the time, watching film with them every day, explaining everything. This is what this means. This is what this means. This is where you got to go. And then we brought in some bald-headed dude from Louisiana, Lafayette. I just think he needs some TLC. I think everything else is there. Obviously, the passing, the accuracy isn't going to come overnight. But Seattle, put him in there with Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is just Dan Mullen with a ring. So
Dan Mullen,
NFL 2.0, 3.0. So
I mean, I would love to see him succeed because I think it'd be exciting to see someone with his athletic ability play the quarterback position at a high level. But at the same time, I think our boy, head coach of the Detroit Lions, Motor City Dan Campbell, said, we don't care about the combine near as much as we care about what we see on tape. And I think if you watch Anthony Richardson's tape, you see a lot of things that bring up a lot of big-time question marks about his ability to throw the football accurately.
That's why the Lions suck.
But a guy named Josh Allen was also very raw coming out of school. and was very raw his first few years, and we saw what happened to him.
I agree, but I also called Josh Allen, so I have a good track record on calling young quarterbacks early in their careers.
Also, Will Levis is kind of in the same situation because he sucked at Kentucky, and everybody's just on him for his arm.
And there was a couple deep throws where he was not getting a lot of air under him at the combine. Yeah. That was another topic of conversation one day.
He's safer than Richardson, but I don't think he's a safe bet either.
He doesn't have as high of an upside, but he's much safer. He's got a lower ceiling but a higher floor.
And then we got the midget, who is the same height as Kyler Murray and like 3 pounds less. And then we got an Ohio State quarterback, which famously pan out well in the NFL. So,
who do you think's the first quarterback to go, Kerry?
Depends on who takes it. Any of them. I think Young is a Texan. I might say Stroud goes first. But I can see the Colts being stupid and taking Richardson to Levis first overall because they're the Colts and they can't pick a quarterback to save their life. But I'll play it safe with Stroud.
They're going to sign Tom Brady. They're like, if we can just get older quarterbacks.
Did you guys see that Phillip Rivers wanted to come out of retirement last season?
Did he really?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Niners and the Dolphins. But it didn't work out. I mean, if the Niners got him, that could have been a different championship game. They brought him behind as QB2 for Purdy.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Phillip Rivers. 13 kids, Phillip Rivers. 87-year-old Phillip Rivers. Babyface Phillip Rivers. Trevor's disappeared Phillip Rivers is going to save the Niners organization. And he's bad. Nope. Nope. No video.
Well, where do you guys think Jimmy G's going to end up?
Well, first off, Trevor, who do you think's going first? Quarterback.
First quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be CJ Stroud. Maybe if Bryce was like 6'1" or something, but no, it's got to be CJ Stroud. I don't care about the Ohio State thing. You just keep doing it until you find the anomaly. CJ Stroud is the best quarterback in this class.
I agree.
Don't overthink.
I agree. I think Bryce Young's second. Then I'm probably going... I'm probably not taking Levis or Richardson until round 3 or 4. Trevor, your camera is still not on.
I know. I'm doing some technical surgery over here.
He's
I keep going. I don't think you take Levis or Richardson until round 3 or 4, and if it's between those two, I'm probably taking Richardson for the project. And I have to understand if I'm taking Richardson, it's going to be a 3-year project probably. 2.5, 3-year project of trying to coach him up to be an NFL quarterback. And I am spending as much time as I possibly can in developing that player because I think if he can get to the level or if he can reach his potential, which is he has high potential. If he can reach his potential, he has potential to be a top 10 quarterback in the league. But that's only if he reaches his potential. Because right now he's nowhere near the top. So and then Levis would probably be last on that list, 4th, 5th round. But honestly, I mean,
4th round?
Huh?
4th round?
I wouldn't take him before the 4th round. That's just me.
Where do you think? Where does Hendon Hooker go?
Isn't he like 5'11"?
Yeah, he's not that. Maybe 6. I don't know exactly what his height is.
Let's look it up. Hendon Hooker.
Let's see. I could see him going to the Titans if what's his name wasn't there. Willis.
I like him in Miami.
I don't hate that.
I think that's a good development project, but I don't know. It kind of depends on where he's going to go. If he's going like 3 or 4, I'd take him up on Miami.
He's 6'4", apparently.
Oh, neither were close.
6'4", 218.
Fresh off an ACL tear, though. So.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Well, that's not the only problem, but that is a problem.
Just a little bit.
But he did hit 69% completion percentage last year, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
There you go.
I mean, that's
Played
pretty
amazing versus Alabama.
Huh?
So we had one other big quarterback this week signing. What are you guys' thoughts? Derek Carr, New Orleans.
What was the contract again? I forget.
4 years. Pull it up.
You know, it just really the Derek Carr thing for me.
150.
150. Wait, so Daniel Jones is getting paid more than Derek Carr?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Daniel
Wow.
Jones is also a lot younger, though.
I get it, but Derek Carr's had a lot more good years than Daniel Jones.
In
Have
4
we-
years, it's 4
What has
years.
Derek Carr ever done?
Listen,
Seriously.
wait, whoa,
What
pause.
has he ever
But
done?
he's been serviceable, and Daniel
He
Jones
had
has
the
been
best
horrible.
team he's ever had, and he was awful last year. I'm sick of hearing about how good Derek Carr is. Derek Carr.
Okay. Are you not willing to admit
No,
that he's had a
Derek
better
Carr-
career up to
Derek
this
Carr.
point than Daniel Jones has had?
Derek Carr in the past 2 seasons had a worse QBR than Andy Dalton had last year with the Saints. Andy Dalton is not that much of a downgrade from Derek Carr. Derek
Bro,
Carr
we're not talking-
is barely an upgrade over Andy Dalton, over a team
Don't
that
do
needs
that,
to
bro.
rebuild.
Don't do
They
that.
need to rebuild. Their team sucks. They're all old. They have no cap, no young talent. This team needs to rebuild. Stop plugging the hole. End it. It's over. What is the team going to win 9 games, win the NFC South, and get blown out in the first round of the playoffs? Derek Carr is not getting this team anywhere. This team's a mess. They have no cap. Alvin Kamara is going to jail for who knows what. Michael Thomas is dead. This team sucks.
Michael Thomas
This
is
team-
excited, bro.
Is he going to be on the team? Can we even confirm that? Who knows?
He's
Is he
probably
even-
going to be on the team.
Maybe he was staying out because he didn't like Jameis Winston or...
Also, Zach, Trevor, both clown me maybe a month ago.
No, I didn't, bro.
Yes, you did. Both of you
No, I
said
didn't.
I was dumb for saying Jameis is going to get cut. Jameis is definitely getting cut now.
You know who was really upset about Jameis getting cut?
Oh, I wonder. The number one Jameis fan on Twitter.
Jameis 101.
Okay,
Really
that's
mad
really
about it.
dumb.
Where do we
I
think?
can't believe
Where do you think Jameis will go now?
Dude,
Tampa.
Atlanta.
Tampa.
Atlanta.
Miami?
Atlanta or Tampa.
It would be. I'd like that, Miami.
Oh, what are you guys' thoughts on Carr though?
I think it makes sense. I mean, we knew the Saints were going to be looking for a quarterback. What pick do they have this year?
Probably like
8 or 9?
low 20s, late. No, they have like high.
Like
teens.
the midway.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I thought they would be near the top.
They missed out on the playoffs, but they were in the hunt until.
They had like 8 or 9 wins.
Yeah, but they were like 6 games. They won like 6 games.
They won like 8, I think.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
Let me
yeah,
double
that
check.
kind of fucked them.
I just think all that means is
7 and 10.
Aaron Rodgers is a New York Jet.
I think Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay.
No.
I hate
I
it,
didn't-
but I've given up on Aaron Rodgers leaving that place. I
I
think he
did-
should. I think he should have like 3 years ago, but
I also did see, for the first time, I think since this is like 1970 something, the entire NFC South will have different starting quarterbacks week 1 this season than they had last season.
Hmm.
Brady
interesting.
gone, Mariota gone, Baker gone, and then Winston gone.
Darnold's a free agent, right?
It sounds like they want to bring Darnold back, which I think is a good idea as like a QB2 if they draft someone. Give him like bridge starter money, 2 years, 60 mil something. But
I think Darnold could I think he could be a starter.
I think. Do we all agree if Rodgers doesn't go to the Jets, it's going to be Jimmy to the Jets? I can't
Rod-
see. I can't see anyone else going there if it's not Rodgers or Jimmy G.
Yeah.
What,
Like
who
who
else
else?
wanted
Who else,
Jimmy
buddy?
G?
Else?
There's
I
someone
could
else
see
that wanted Jimmy G. Can't remember.
I think the Raiders, the Panthers, and the Commanders. I could see for Jimmy G.
Yeah, what is the Commanders' plan? I thought
I
they
heard they
had
want-
locked up Lamar there for a little bit, but
I heard they like Sam
Yeah,
Howell.
Adam Schefter was really sounded like he was almost sure.
yeah.
Nobody wants Lamar.
Shut up, dude.
Commanders said they don't want him. Who's it?
They don't want
Dolphins?
to trade for him.
No, they could sign him
They have to sign him for a shit ton of money.
and
I
give up
want to.
2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Also, what do you guys think? I mean, I don't know how much of this is guaranteed. I feel like most to all of it would be. But, like, you know how he kind of sat out at the end of this year? Like, nobody wants to get injured at the end of their franchise tag this year. At the end of their franchise tag year. Could we see him sitting out again at the end of the year? Or just kind of letting a injury linger?
Honestly, I don't think he wants to play for the Ravens, so I think if he's feeling a tummy ache, he's going to sit. No matter what week it is.
All right, what do you guys think about this? The Raiders or somebody? The Ravens get the pick for C.J. Stroud, and the team who gives up that pick gets Lamar Jackson.
Okay, but if you're a team that bad, I don't think it's worth getting Lamar. Like, if you have a top pick, I don't think Lamar is going to... Like, is Lamar going to turn around the Houston Texans?
No. I can see it
maybe.
working in
Maybe Indy.
No, I couldn't see it working in Indy. I could see it working in Washington, but I don't know if they want to give up that capital.
They got weapons.
Yeah.
They should, bro.
I think he's a good fit in Washington.
They're like Sam
Quarterback's
Howell.
still there to die, though.
So if Lamar's gone, who is the Ravens quarterback next season? Huntley?
It might be me. Shit.
New Huntley.
Dude, Tyler Huntley? I don't know, man.
Bro, Tyler Huntley played good in that playoff game.
Like, who's it going to be?
What is their draft pick? It's probably like midway as well.
Yeah, they almost won the AFC North. No, it's probably like bottom 10.
Yeah.
No, it's not, bro. They didn't
Yeah,
make. Oh, they did make the playoffs.
They won like 11 games.
Behind Tyler Huntley, because he's goated.
Yeah, man. I don't know. The Ravens are fucked. Either with or without Lamar, so I don't really know. They probably just want somebody to trade for him. So
New England Patriots, please sign Lamar. Please. Please.
y'all want to hang on to Kobe Myers, or you want to let him walk?
I think they want to let him walk.
Wow, we want a guy with 800 yards and 3 touchdowns a season.
That's not bad, bro.
He's not wide receiver 1. He's going to get wide receiver 1 money somehow.
No way.
They let Jonathan Jones walk, too.
Yo,
Now let's let Mac Jones walk. Get Mac Jones to the Raiders.
Wait,
Do
you
it.
guys have Bailey Zappi. Why would you want to get Lamar?
I want Lamar. Lamar would be great in that offense. Patriots defense,
Bro,
Lamar,
yeah,
Ramondre. Patriots have good line. That defense, that'd be a
all the time of possession.
yeah top 5 team in the AFC with Lamar.
All right, now you're doing a lot. But, well,
Am I?
can see it. Yeah.
That's not crazy.
That's a little crazy.
Well, Jacoby Myers is not getting wide receiver 1 money
Yes,
anywhere.
he is. That's how bad the wide receiver.
Where?
He's expected to get $20 million a year.
I should have went to the NFL.
Giants, somebody getting big money.
You're slow ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, if I would have known you could get $20 million a year for not doing that much, I would have been running faster. But, you know.
I don't know. All up to Rodgers. There's a lot of teams is like, should they go veteran quarterback? Should they go rookie? Like Panthers, Commanders.
I think
Even the tight end.
Commanders, you need a vet.
It sounds like they're rolling with Howell, but we'll see if that happens.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, that's Commanders for you.
Yeah, Commander's going
I
to
think
Commander.
I think Panthers should get a vet. They had a competitive team. You saw if they had a good game manager last season, and they finished out the year strong. They have good defense, good running game. I think Jimmy G is a good fit for that team.
For the Panthers?
And Panthers were interested in Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr, so it looks like they're looking at veterans at least.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
Falcons are just sticking with Desmond Ridder, huh?
Seems like it for now.
Because they said they did not want Lamar.
Lamar would be good. I like Lamar there.
Yeah, same.
Me too.
They got some good pieces, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Cordell Patterson's still good, although he's getting old.
Algier had a good rookie year.
Right, he did.
So,
What are the receivers they got over there? They got Zacchaeus.
Olamide, Zacchaeus.
So we had a couple trade rumors too. Derrick Henry, DeAndre Hopkins still, Jalen Ramsey. Guessing any of those gonna happen?
I could see Hopkins.
I could see Jalen Ramsey, honestly.
But I could see Jalen. I could see.
He's going to New York.
I don't think anyone's going to be willing to pay what Tennessee would want for Derrick Henry.
Jalen Ramsey is a Miami Dolphin. They cut Byron Jones today. Jalen Ramsey is a Miami Dolphin.
I did see that they cut Byron Jones. That was surprising.
Guy, he's sat out last 2 years, couldn't stay. I think he's suing the NFL or something.
Oh,
he's
is he?
Claiming that the medical team ruined his career or something, and now he can't jump. I think.
Who is?
Byron Jones.
The Cowboys.
Dolphins, but he used to be on the Cowboys. Yeah.
The Cowboys, right? Yeah.
But he was good because that was a great 1-2 punch. Him and Howard.
They've always had a lot of good man-to-man corners. Brent Grimes. What was that nickname they called him? Something Grimes.
Dirty Grimes. I don't know.
It was. I know
Grimes.
his name was Grime Time, but Nando had a really cool nickname for him.
Did he?
Yeah, but
The dirty boy. He's
I don't
grinding.
know.
Trevor, can you have a game? Run through some free agents. We'll quickly go through. See, me and Zach tell you where we think they're going to go.
Yeah. It's just like the I would say probably the top two. We've already talked about a few of them. We talked about OBJ. We talked about Jacoby Myers. We talked a little bit about Jimmy G. Somebody I did want to bring up, if these players left their current team, what is one team you think they'd be a good fit on? First of all, Dalton Schultz, Dallas Cowboys tight end. Where would he be a good fit?
LA Chargers. Good weapon for my boy Herbie.
I was thinking good fit. I mean, Dalton Schultz is a pretty good tight end. I think LA works.
LAC?
Yeah.
I feel like some team's going to overpay him.
And that man to New Orleans.
What about
I was actually thinking Bengals.
They got Hurst, though. I feel like they won't.
Especially Schultz is an upgrade over her, so let's be honest.
But it's not that big of an upgrade. I don't think it's worth getting rid of. Especially when you got to pay Higgins soon. And you got to pay Burrow and Chase.
They're not going to be able to pay all three of them, Kerry.
They're not.
Yes, they are. They're going to win a
gonna
Super Bowl, and then they can go to luxury tax.
With the amount of money they're going to pay Burrow and Chase, they're not going to be able to afford paying Schultz whatever deal he gets.
That's true.
Money.
Maybe New York? Giants?
Either New York team, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give Daniel Jones a weapon?
Okay, how about Jordan Poyer, Bills safety?
Oof.
I think just Miami. Patriots.
No, I don't see him going to Miami.
I think he's staying in the AFC East. I don't know why, but I think he's going to the Patriots or the Dolphins.
That's fair.
I'm thinking...
His wife's hot, too.
Who needs a safety? They don't have any money.
Him and Jesse Bates are going to get money.
I was going to say, from one
Yeah.
safety to another, Jesse Bates is also going to be a free agent.
Bates are going to get more money.
I think Atlanta might throw a lot of money at him.
Yeah, that's a good.
They have a lot of money.
Yeah.
True. That's good
And
for
they
them.
could use some help in their secondary.
Yeah.
How about offensive tackle? Very good season for Kansas City's Orlando Brown.
He's going to get major money.
I think so, too.
I don't know where at.
He might be the best remaining free agent.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Tennessee.
I like that, Kerry.
They just got rid of Lewin.
Yeah.
Probably free up, trying to get rid of Henry, trying to get a new GM, new team. I don't hate that. Where do you think Lewin goes?
Dude, I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
You're not bussing for the boys?
No. All I know is Michael Bridges just hit, so.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so did Curry.
Proud of you.
Thank you. But yeah, let's do one more of these.
Just remember, kids, if you want to make money, don't bet on Grayson Allen.
You bet on Grayson Allen?
What was going through your mind?
I did. It was a bad choice, and I regret it.
You bet the under, right?
Nope. He was close. He let me down.
Wow. Okay. Someone took the over on Grayson Allen. Wow. Okay.
Gary. Trevor, what's the last one?
Anthony Davis, more than 42.5 points and rebounds.
I meant NFL.
Oh, okay.
Really
Let's go a slight little tug right here. A little tug that changed everything. James Bradbury. A solid cornerback. Doesn't look like he's going to be brought back to Philadelphia, but could be very serviceable somewhere.
Send him to the Jags.
I said Miami.
You guys got Andre Cisco, bro.
He's a cornerback. Andre Cisco's a safety.
Oh.
Yeah.
San Francisco 49ers.
I'm saying Miami.
All right, that's
Jags
all I got.
need corner help. I believe they just cut Shaquille Griffin, so.
True. Zach, do you have any more topics you had?
Let me check. I had a bunch of tabs pulled up. Oh yeah, let's talk about Calvin Ridley. He's back. He's free from NFL jail for betting on sports.
Cool.
So I think we should just revisit this. Do you guys think that this punishment was just, or do you think that they were unfair to Calvin Ridley in the indefinite 1-year suspension?
Unfair.
Why?
For some reason, professional sports leagues like MLB with Pete Rose just hate betting, but like domestic violence and whatever the Deshaun Watson thing tend to go like underneath the table. So I don't know what it is about betting, but they don't like it.
Yeah. Okay.
You got
That's
Deshaun
fair.
Watson playing. Deshaun Watson not making a full season after raping half the city of Houston and
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, he didn't rape anybody. Sexual assault.
Yeah.
That we know of.
Yeah.
He has not been convicted of a crime.
Come on.
What was the question
Yeah,
we were just asked? A football question.
Huh?
What was the football topic we were just talking about?
We were talking about Calvin Ridley. Do you think it was the 1 year suspension? We're kind of revisiting. Do you think that indefinite suspension that ended up being 1 year, do you think that was just or justified?
I think that the players know that the NFL takes it so seriously and they know it's in their contract. But, bro, let's not dive into this whole capitalism talk right now, but it's another word I learned today. But, you know, the NFL makes a lot of money from Vegas, a lot of money from partnerships, a lot of money from sports betting. They pad their pockets just fine, but players aren't allowed to do it. Sounds a lot like
like what?
Nothing. I'm not finishing that sentence. But yeah, the suspension was way too OD.
Yeah.
That was way too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, I was surprised by it, honestly, when I heard about what he was actually betting on, because it didn't really seem like. I mean, he wasn't like taking the under on his own receptions or something like that. Like, he's not like dropping passes on purpose. From my understanding, it was like he was betting on himself with like receptions, yards after catch, that kind of thing. And it's like, well, I mean, if he's betting on himself, then arguably you could say he's got more investment on, putting out a good product for the NFL
Right.
than he would before, because he'd be playing harder because he's got like $2,000 or $3,000 invested on him getting the targets, the receptions, the yards after catch, whatever the hell it was. But I mean, when you look at it like that, it's just like 1 year for betting on yourself, and you only get like half a season if you sexually assault every trainer in the Houston Texans gym. I'm not referencing anyone specifically, but I know he played for Gainesville High School in Georgia.
Oh, I was gonna say. All right.
Trev's like, don't talk shit about Gainesville, Florida
For
people.
real,
are
don't do
great."
that, bro. Don't do that. You already talked bad about enough Anthony Richardson tonight.
Listen, man, he's gotta show me something.
Yeah, he's really just not a class act. You know, he doesn't play the game the right way.
Not a class act like John Morant.
He's not a tradition. Bro, John Moran is something else.
All right, ready for some rapid fire? We got 2 weeks worth of rapid fire today.
I love rapid fire. Rapid fire!
All right.
Wait,
yeah,
I'm not ready.
last time we did rapid fire with you, Zach, you were so drunk you were not doing it rapidly.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, I can't do this one because we already answered this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which of these first overall picks will end up being regarded as the better quarterback, Jared Goff or Alex Smith?
I'm gonna say Alex Smith, but this was a crazy question to ask, bro. Who gives a shit?
I'm gonna go with Trevor. I think Alex Smith.
I'm gonna go Goff. Goff made the Super Bowl already. He's getting better. Alex Smith,
Jared Goff did not make the Super Bowl already.
he did.
I mean, he did, but nobody acknowledges that, bro. It doesn't count.
He was a top 3 quarterback that year.
So was I.
Man, you've never been a top 3
Vinny
quarterback.
Testaverde had good seasons. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Who is the best tight end that ever played for your favorite team? Me and Trevor should be easy. Mine's Gronk.
I would say Kellen Winslow Jr. No, I'm gonna say Gronk.
Zach?
Mercedes Lewis.
Sure. How many games will the Saints win as Derek Carr's quarterback won? I'll say 9.
I'll say 7.
Bro, I wish I could know about Kamara and Michael Thomas, but I'll say 9.
True or
That
false?
division's up in the air though.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
gonna
bad.
go 10, actually. Just because of how shitty that division is. It's the worst division in football.
Second worst division in football.
Worst.
Who's worse, Trevor?
AFC South.
Shut up.
Such a hater.
You're a hater. AFC
True or
South
false?
is terrible.
The Jags are
If
easily
the
better
Colts
than
and the
any
Texans
team.
in the same division, we're just gonna pretend that's okay.
The Jags
The team that
are
lost
easily better than.
3 games.
The Jags are
Yeah,
the
that's
best
okay.
team out of all those divisions. It's not even close.
The Bucks have Kyle Trask, but shut up. All right, true or false? Pat Fryermuth is better than Kyle Pitts.
False.
True.
In terms
Zach,
of talent, I'm gonna say false.
Cook. Rare one.
Actually, you know what? I think I have to go with Fryermuth just because of blocking.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, man.
Because
All right,
a tight end's job is not to be a wide receiver; it's to be a tight end.
Top or bottom in their prime? This is definitely an age question, and we're all younger, so I feel like you're going to go top. Top is Devontae Adams, Jordy Nelson, and Greg Jennings, the Packer wide receivers. Bottom is Sterling Sharp, Donald Driver, and James Lofton.
Are they playing against Darren Sharper or no?
Darren
Stop
Sharp, one of the most hard-hitting safeties in the league.
Darren Sharp. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with the old people. That wasn't real football. No, that was real football. I'm gonna go with the old guys because I like Donald Driver. Was Greg Jennings on there or no?
Greg was on the top with
Why was
Jordy
it-
and Devontae.
I'm gonna go top. I like all the guys on the bottom, but I don't think Donald Driver was ever as good as Jordy Nelson or Greg Jennings.
Sterling Sharp's the best wide receiver there.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
All right. Has Michael Thomas already peaked in the NFL?
Yeah, bro. 162 catches, offensive
Yeah.
player of the year.
Yeah, I was saying. I looked at that tweet and I was like, "What do you mean? Has he already peaked? Of course
Yeah,
he's
I
What
already
do you think he's gonna
peaked."
do? You think he's gonna win MVP, bro? Like,
Good.
it's just
All right.
Michael Thomas.
Describe Colin Kaepernick as a quarterback in one word. Fast. This was surprisingly more civil than I thought it would have been.
Why is
Even though
that, Kerry? Why is
I
that?
specifically said quarterback, but this is America. Trevor?
It is America, isn't it? Did you say one word or two words? Because I was gonna say blackballed.
One word. Sure, as a hyphen, I'll count as one. Zach, this is rapid fire.
No, this is really important to Zach.
I'm gonna say.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm gonna say. Interesting.
Sure. All right. This is what's regarded as one of the hardest questions of really football history per the comments. Start one, bench one, cut one. Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, and Brian Dawkins.
This is so
It's
easy.
not hard, bro.
This is
It's
so
hard,
easy,
bro.
and you're both fucking wrong. You're both fucking wrong. This is so
Nick-
easy.
Hey, Zach.
Brian Dawkins was not on shit. He was just hitting people hard.
Bro, I need you to fucking
It's
relax
about
with
being a
that garbage.
safety, not being a linebacker.
Huh?
He was a linebacker with a head start.
Then why does he have better numbers than Troy Polamalu?
I'm starting Ed Reed, benching Troy Polamalu. Troy Polamalu was like Michael Jordan in a way.
Shut
But I'm
up.
cutting, what's it
Shut
called?
up. He's not even the best at his position.
Nah, he's not. But he's better than Brian Dawkins.
No, it's Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, and then Troy. All three Hall of Famers. Fantastic guys.
I hate the Steelers just as much as the next guy, but you gotta give it to Troy.
3 best safeties since 2000.
Are you asking?
No, as a statement.
Oh.
All right. Who's the better wide receiver in their prime, Chris Carter or Larry Fitzgerald?
Who? Chris Carter.
Chris Carter. Larry
I'm
better
gonna go
overall.
Larry.
At their peak, though, it's Carter.
I think
Larry the better career.
I think Larry is a better wide receiver at his peak because he played with worse teams than Chris Carter did.
Oops. Think on that while I reload to get my tweets back. All right. Who's the best quarterback here? Mitch Trubisky, Carson Wentz, Jacoby Brissett, Marcus Mariota.
Easy.
Trubisky. He kissed his titties. He's number one.
Yeah.
Brissett's up there too, though.
It's Marcus Mariota, guys. I don't even know why we're debating this.
Shut up, Zach. I think you were like the only one in the comments that said Marcus Mariota. Where does Mariota go next year, Zach?
Dude, you know what? I don't even care. He deserves to be a starter somewhere.
Yeah, in China. You better learn Chinese, buddy.
Shanghai Sharks, bud. Is Josh Allen
Shanghai
overrated,
Sharks.
properly rated, or underrated?
Who?
Josh Allen. I'm
Right
saying
now, he's underrated as hell. Oh my god.
People hate on Josh
I
Allen
know.
now.
So, the quarterback,
Yes.
you know, if
This
something
is
looks
not
like a
the
turtle
Let's
and
not
it smells
talk
like
about
a
your
turtle and it
feelings.
moves like a turtle, it's probably a turtle. He's properly rated.
Who's your favorite Indianapolis Colts player of all time? I'm going Marvin Harrison.
Quincy Wilson.
I'm gonna go Peyton Manning. Basic
Actually-
answer, but
Who's the
Okay.
best offense in the NFL?
The Miami Dolphins when Tua is healthy.
Shut up.
Like my favorite to watch or like the best?
The best.
Okay. I think you gotta go KC.
Sure. Is Marcus Mariota a bust? Yes.
No. What? No.
He had a horrible career for how high he was drafted.
I don't think that makes him a bust though, because that Tennessee team sucked. He was
Exactly.
good, though. He just
Thank
needed
you.
to be in a better
And he
situation.
led him to the playoffs. And he beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Mariota didn't do anything in Tennessee, and then the second Tannehill
He won a playoff game. What you mean he didn't do anything?
Bro, stop gassing Ryan Tannehill every week.
Awful, man.
Fuck.
Jeez.
You know what Ryan Tannehill has done in Tennessee that Marcus Mariota didn't do?
He's won multiple playoff games.
It's not a quarterback stat, dickhead.
He's a top 5 record in the NFL in the last 5 years.
I thought you said wins and losses on quarterback stat, Kerry.
Yeah.
Look at it. It matters. All right, Carson Wentz should sign.
Yeah, you're right. Getting carried by Derrick Henry for 4 seasons matters.
Yeah, Brian.
Carson Wentz should sign with the blank. Carson Wentz should sign with the blank. Carson Wentz should sign.
The Raiders! Get him on the Raiders.
Trevor, Tampa Bay Bucks.
Man, Carson Wentz. Can you give me some other ideas?
Trevor, once again, this is rapid fire. Not blabble your ideas out loud. For
Chicago Bulls.
Sure. Is Jalen Ramsey still an elite cornerback?
Elite? No.
Yes. No. He's old.
Nah, he went to Florida State.
Who is the better quarterback, Derek Carr or Jimmy G? I'm taking Jimmy.
Of course you are. It's Derek Carr.
Trevor?
The better quarterback is Derek Carr. They're both better than Herbert, though. Eat your heart out.
Wait, Trevor. Wait, actually, I'll ask this at the end of the episode.
All right. Pick one in their prime. Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair, Drew Bledsoe, Rich Gannon.
Here, you're going to learn to stop asking me all these old-ass people I've never heard of.
Donovan McNabb, Drew Bledsoe. Who?
I've never heard of Rich Gannon before. I'm out.
Rich Gannon.
All these played when you were probably 10 years old.
Okay, well then you should have put Jeff Garcia then. Or Luke McCown or
okay.
Jake Malone.
Name the 4 again, Kerry.
Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair, Drew Bledsoe, and Rich Gannon.
Who's the
McNair,
best?
For sure.
I'm going to take McNabb. Pick one in their prime.
Oh, in their prime? Probably. Oh.
McNabb.
It's McNabb or McNair. I think in their prime, I'd probably go McNabb, but in terms of total, career achievement, I'd probably go McNair.
Who's your favorite quarterback growing up? Brady.
Manning.
We talking NFL or can I say Tim Tebow?
You can say Tim Tebow. He did play in the NFL.
Sure.
But he wasn't my favorite NFL quarterback.
I don't care.
My favorite NFL quarterback, believe it or not,
I
was
don't
Matt
care about
Schaub.
your opinion anymore.
Matt Schaub.
All right. Who is the better quarterback, Kurt Warner or Ben Roethlisberger? Kurt Warner.
Ben Rapist. No, Kerry, no
Kurt
way.
Warner. It's definitely Kurt
No
Warner.
way.
Yeah.
No, Kurt Warner was a bona fide walk-on with a beard. No way. Ben Roethlisberger was legit. That's disrespectful.
Warner ran the best
No,
offense
bro, come
You
on.
stick up for rapists on Tuesdays, but that's disrespectful. Kurt Warner was not better than fucking.
Kurt Warner ran the best offense in the NFL for multiple years.
Exactly.
No.
The greatest show on turf.
Throwing 7 touchdowns a game, bro, and it was normal.
What?
Kurt Warner, my dick.
Shut up, man. True or false? Deion Sanders is better than Darrelle Revis. I know what Zach's saying on this one.
Nope.
True.
Give me
Trevor?
time, shorty.
2004 Eagles versus 2022 Eagles. Who would win in the one-game matchup?
Bro, today's Eagles would wipe that team, bro.
Yes,
2004.
absolutely.
McNabb
They're so much better on offense or on defense.
McNabb and slander. Brian Westbrook, come on, man.
They're so
Brian
much better
Westbrook
on
was nice,
defense.
bro.
It's not even close. Especially if you
man.
get them on a decent football field.
All right,
You would
who's
have
the
to get that
Shut
Michael
up!
Vick Eagles
Rapid
team
fire!
that beat the Packers in the playoffs. You'd have to get that team to match up again, and they'd have to be hot.
Yep.
But this is the best Eagles team we've seen in a long time.
Yep.
Who's the best running back here? Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, CMC, Saquon.
You guys aren't gonna like my answer to this.
It's CMC, Zach. You're gonna say Saquon, and I just, I don't know. But
I'm not
it's
saying
CMC.
Saquon.
I think it's CMC.
Next
Also,
is Derrick Henry.
It's Nick Chubb.
I don't know if you saw rumors of the Browns considering trading Nick Chubb.
That's fucking wild.
That is crazy. They
I don't
want to
get
get
that.
They want to pass first offense now with Watson there.
That's stupid.
All right, who the best 2022 draft class?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Seahawks, more depth. Is Jordan Love the Packers QB of the future?
Who cares?
Good answer.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the future's gonna be pretty.
Sure. True or false, Ray Lewis is the best middle linebacker of all time.
Yeah. True. The U.
That was our final question.
Alrighty. Trevor, I have a question I want to ask you before we sign off tonight. I saw you took a bunch of notes on Justin Herbert. You sent it in the group chat.
Right.
What was that for?
That's just my life. It's not for anything. Just,
You sent it to us on like Saturday, and you're like, "Gonna be a fun episode tomorrow," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I don't know. It's just.
I was with Trevor 2 weeks ago, and he just woke up in the morning and started watching Justin Herbert highlights. It's nonstop, this guy.
No, I was watching his highlights. I was drinking twisted tea at night, and then we got the police called on us.
Oh yeah, what happened with that? Just as we're finishing the podcast, what happened with the police getting calling you guys?
Apparently, one of the apartments in the same building as us was being all loud and rambunctious, so they were trying to locate that. But
Definitely wasn't you guys.
no,
Never.
Trevor
Alright.
and Kerry arguing over Justin Herbert highlights.
That's what happens, man. We get into it.
You fucking dumb.
Gotta defend my Herbie.
Yeah. Alrighty,
All right.
well, that is all we have for the episode. Is there anything you guys want to plug before we sign off?
I just want to say, man, life is beautiful. Sports are relaxing, bro. We got an array of them. This has been the Beerly Football Podcast. Check us out. We cover the NBA, the MLB, the NHL. Our hockey show is having a lot of fun right now. So everywhere you can find podcasts, check out the Beerly Hockey Podcast. That's all I got. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Beerly Football and at Beerly Sports. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right. Kerry, anything you want to plug?
Check out the Beerly Baseball Twitter, Beerly Baseball, Beerly Football Twitter, where we do all our rapid fire questions. Beerly Sports for all Beerly content, one place. Check out Beerly Hoops Twitter, run by Twitter. Tweva should be a new episode coming on with me on the show, maybe. We'll see.
True. That's true.
Follow me on Twitter at Beerly Kerry for all my lovely takes. And check out our YouTube at Beerly Sports. And also check out our merchandise. It's in the bio on all of our socials and in the episode, I believe. Zach, what you got?
I just wanted to let everyone know, it's a new year. It's a new off season. We're excited to be bringing it to you guys. You can always follow me on Twitter at BeerlyZach. That's where I talk smack to other podcasters. It inspired a tweet from Trevor because he was so inspired by me. I'm an inspiring guy.
Inspired.
And also, me, Kerry, and Trevor are in a Madden league together. I think I'm going to start streaming some of that. I don't know when I'm going to start doing it, but I am going to start doing it. You guys get to see me hopefully play Kerry again, because the last time we played was a lot of fun.
It was close. Close game.
I want to read Trevor's text from when we played. because that was the funniest thing ever.
Those were the old days of Justin Fields. Carson Wentz is the new quarterback for the Chicago Bears. It's a brand new day in Chicago.
So I won 96-12. And Trevor, I posted the picture of the group chat. Trevor said 96 points, Kerry? Did you stop him on a single play?
That was it. No, because we only play 8-minute quarters, dude.
Yeah, I kept
96 points.
I kept onside kicking in the second half.
I hope so.
It was it was 49-7 with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
I give up after. In the first quarter, he threw a pick
up.
right to me. I
Good
moved.
thing gave up, right, Zach? Good thing Kerry gave up.
Yeah.
That was the game right there.
Daniel Jones threw for 10 touchdowns and 518 yards passing.
Justin Fields had lovely turnovers. It was a great time.
He had 7 interceptions.
It was lovely. A couple of fumbles.
Fumbles.
Hey,
it was a great time. But I might start streaming that, so make sure you keep an eye on that. I'll make sure that we get that posted on Beerly Football and Beerly Sports when I do start streaming it. Other than that, that's all we have for tonight's show. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave us comments down below if you want to argue about our takes or anything like that, and we might do something this offseason with a comment showcase to argue with you guys in the comments. So, because I love arguing, it's fun. We will see you guys in 2 weeks, and that is all. Bye.
Bye.